Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower signing in, the place where you learn about body language, relationships, game, the difference and separation between man and woman, and how to play it to your advantage, and how to navigate and maneuver yourself in this dating market. Right. So, I did a video not so long back, and this video will be in relation to that, but an alternate perspective. It's powerful, okay? It's a video I did a moment back entitled Imagine She's Ugly, or somewhat along the lines of that, and it's just in regards to why don't you just perceive her as ugly, or try to identify her through your mind's eye as somebody who is ugly, or somebody who is distasteful to you, and you will start to approach your engagement with her a little bit easier. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying speak to her in disgust, but how would you deal with things differently? How do you deal with girls who approach you as opposed to you approaching them? Because they're attracted to you as opposed to you attracted to them. Do you see where I'm coming from? You treat things differently, and in doing so, your game is tighter, you're a little more carefree, and you flow a lot better. So I'm going to take that idea, and I'm going to ask you something else. I'm going to reframe this. I'm going to say, when you remove her good looks, what's left? Okay? Because you as a man, if they remove your looks from you, you should have a multifaceted masculine character as to which you have so much more to provide, even more so than your looks anyway. You should be able to provide financially in a perfect world. You should be able to, be of guidance logically. You should be able to assist and aid where needs be physically. You should be a protector, and you should be that rock as to which that woman can feel firmly protected against. Take away your looks, right? You should be multifaceted. You should have 101 different reasons over why she should be in pursuit of you and why you should be valuable to her. So I'm asking you, you take away her beautiful looks, and what can she give to you, right? So when you see a beautiful woman or start talking to a beautiful woman and you're shaking in your boots, just think, wait a minute, why am I actually acting this way? What has this woman got to provide to me? And the beautiful thing is, naturally speaking, as men generally, we're probably going to amount a lot less value to the fact that she has a stable job. She's got, she's intelligent, this, that, and the third. That tends to come second to her beauty, or at least as far as where a man starts to get shaky hands and feet. Do you know where I'm coming from? Because me personally, yeah, I'm at an age now where I do want that girl to have her head screwed on. I do want intelligence. I do want interests. I do want her to be financially stable. I want her to be a good cook beyond all of that, right? But that doesn't matter as to when you are in awe of her beauty and her majesty. Yeah, you start to approach a communication in a different way, potentially even a way of desperation without you even knowing about it. You're going to start to act like the many men that have come before you, alright, and she will pick up on that. So why don't you remove her beauty from the equation? Why don't you just look at her as the shell she is until she showcases to you valuable assets that will make your life better? Her beauty will come and go. It will fade away. You've worked so hard, you've tried so hard, and you've attained so much on your journey and your self-development, which is a necessity for you as a man in order to create this provision for this woman of the future, as well as yourself, as well as your children. Why are you willing to put yourself at the bottom of the pile purely down to the fact that this woman's got an eating disorder and daren't look at herself in the mirror because she's constantly being put up against Hollywood superstars and this and that? That's the reality of it. Every beautiful woman I've ever known in my life have had the most problems of all. Image-wise, confidence-wise. Yeah? Real talk. So why are you putting yourself below these people purely down to the fact that she hasn't eaten breakfast for the best part of 20 years? Yeah, that her lunch is a packet of crisps. Real talk. Take her beauty out of the equation. Take her body fat out of the equation. And look at her for who she is. And you will start to speak to her with a air of confidence and nonchalance that... I got someone screaming out the window there. That just will give you incredible momentum throughout all your interactions as you continue to just stride over all of these people who feel like they have some sort of reason to be within your presence purely as they have spent the best part of an hour and a half applying makeup at the start of the day, and so on and so forth. And don't get me wrong, in this world perhaps that is the trade-off, but when you look at it from a logical manner, please understand that you are worth so much more, and you should not be laying down and allowing these women to walk over you for no purpose other than the fact they look good. It just should not work like that. So in the last video I said pretend she's ugly. I referenced another YouTuber who stated imagine your foot was on her face, which isn't as far as I would go. I'm not into that brutalism sort of perspective, but I went from that to telling you this. Just remove the beauty. Remove the beauty. It still exists. You know, your mind's eye still perceives it for what it is, but consciously speaking, be logical and you will speak to her in a different way. Place her into the categorization of all the girls that have come before, and you will speak to her like all the girls that have come before. And you have done very well with all of the girls that have come before because they've been nothing special, you see? That's some game. And on that, click subscribe because I'm uploading every single day. 2 links down in the description. One will be to the YouTube playlist of mine entitled The Catalogue of Body Language, where I teach you how to read people from A to B, just observing them non-verbally. Second to that is the Patreon, where you'll join me in observing real life first dates. I'll break down the attraction and repulsion cues. You'll see that in real life. That's the real game. I'm signing out. Peace.